If you have boxes of printed photos and you don't know where to start, here's the good news. You don't have to identify every aspect of the photo, the people, or the date. And you don't have to put everything in perfect order. Not today. You just need 4 simple categories. In the next few minutes, I will walk you through each one, including the category that keeps you from tossing a photo that actually holds an important story. Hi, I'm Haleh Shoa, a certified photo manager and the owner of Picturely, a photo organization, design, and archiving studio in Los Angeles. My team and I have helped hundreds of families sort and preserve collections of every size, spanning from the 1800s to last Tuesday. Today, I'm going to show you the ABCs of photo organizing. This is a proven method created by Cathi Nelson, the founder of the Photo Managers. For this first pass, here's all you will need: a large sorting area, labels marked A, B, C, and S, index cards or sticky notes, a photo-safe pencil, and a separate spot for anything needing special care, like a torn print or something fragile. You don't need to buy anything fancy to begin this project. And the index cards, well, you're going to need those to use them to catch the dates and the notes as we go along. These little clues matter more than you think, and I will show you why in a minute. Here's the one rule for the first pass. Do not overthink it. You're going to make quick decisions. This is not the moment to study every photo. And it's not the moment to get everything in final order. So you're going to start small so you don't get stuck trying to name every face. But do one thing for me. Before you start, if there's any information written on an envelope or in the back of a photo, you're going to want to capture that. Jot the date or the event on an index card and keep it with those photos before you separate them. Those notes are your breadcrumbs. They let you put everything in order later. And order is where the magic happens. Now, before you start sorting a single photo into A, B, or C, do this first. Group your photos into collections. All your albums together, all your photos in packets together, and all your loose photos together. Here's why that matters. Your albums and your envelopes are already going to work for you because they probably already have some information. They hold the order and most likely they hold the dates. Someone, maybe you or maybe your mom, already put the photos into the albums. We are going to protect that, not undo it. Now for the first category, A. A stands for album worthy. The photos don't need to literally go into an album, but these are the best photos that you will deem will be the most meaningful photos. And in reviewing your photos, you might want to ask yourself some of these questions. Is this the one best photo from this event? Would I be super upset if I were to lose this photo? Would I want to share it with future generations? Is it worth digitizing, backing up, or displaying? Does it clearly show an important person, place, or relationship? For example, a strong family portrait, major milestone, or the best single shot from a group of near identical photos. And you know what I'm talking about. Which of these photos would you put into an A pile? I chose this one because all of my friends are in the shot. And if a decision is hard, this is what B is for. B is for box. These photos are the ones you are not ready to let go of yet. B gives you the permission to postpone a tough call without stopping your whole project. So these are not your very best, and that is completely fine. B photos can be, some of the extra photos from an important event, a photo with a sentimental value but weak framing, images you want to review with a family member, or anything you're unsure about on this first pass. B takes the pressure off. You don't have to make every permanent decision right away. This allows that one tricky photo to not stall your whole project. You can always come back to the B's. If this is already making your photo project feel more doable, give this video a like. It helps more people find this kind of practical help. Moving on to the C category, which gives you permission to let them go. This is usually the hardest part for people. So let me make it a little easier for you. C photos might include, those exact duplicates, which you might want to give to family members, blurry or badly exposed shots, accidental pictures, repetitive or scenery shots that don't really add to the story. Here's one quick habit before you do anything that goes into a C pile. Flip it over. If there's a date or a note on the back, save that on an index card first. Once the photo is gone, that clue is gone too. And remember, decisions are personal. The goal here is to declutter so you can enjoy the photos that matter most. Before you finalize any decision, ask one more question. Does this photo tell an important story? That's your S photo, which may not be technically great, but its value is in the context. For example, you might have a photo of a house or an object tied to family history. You might have a candid photo that captures someone's personality. You might have a rough shot from an unforgettable occasion or a place that no longer exists, like the Twin Towers. S is not a separate final pile. It's the moment that you recognize the story in a photo that may otherwise not be the best photo. So this is an S photo. I don't love this photo of me or my friend Dawn, but it's exactly the moment I had walked into my surprise birthday party. So normally I would delete this photo because my mouth is open and I look crazy. However, because this was the moment I walked in and the door is still open, this becomes an S photo, which means it will go right into the A pile. Which category do you find the hardest? A, B, C, or S? Tell me in the comments below. Here I have a set of photos from one of my birthday parties in the 90s. I'm going to quickly demonstrate to sort these into A, B, and C categories. This stack of photos is from my birthday party in the 90s. And this is actually, believe it or not, this is one of my S stories. So I'm going to put that here. My friend's eyes closed here, and I know that I probably have a lot of photos. I don't see these guys anymore, but I don't want to throw it away. This is my sister and my best friend, my sister, and I just want to make sure that I am capturing everyone. And this is me looking crazy, so I don't want to include that. We don't need a lot of hugging shots, especially if we can't see who I'm hugging. So believe it or not, all of these are going to be deleted. Like this photo. This is when I walk in. So this is going to be the S story because this is when I walk in into this. This was a surprise party for me. And all these hugging shots is because I had just walked in. These people were at the party. And so I don't like this photo, but this is going to be an S photo because this is when I walked in. And these were photos that were taken while I wasn't even there yet. So all of these photos are going to be properly archived. And of course, these were the photos of me opening gifts, which I don't need. And here we are. So we're done, and these two have a story behind them. This was me walking in, and we laughed a lot that night over the watermelon, and it became the watermelon story. So I'm going to move this one into the A category so I can share this with my friends. And even though this is not a great shot, I want to move this into the A category. So the way that we want to write up the index card is to write the information of the date. We like to write the year first. In our studio, we say the year first, and my birthday was September 11th, and this is my birthday party. And this information is going to matter because when you want to have these scanned, you can have the person scanning these to name the set of photos this. And in our studio, the way we put these together is the A's go in the front. And of course, we're going to keep the B's. The B's go in the back. So we'll just put them like this. We'll put these in the front like that. And we'll put this down. So now what I want to make sure what happens is I want to make sure I want to look on the back of these photos. I want to make sure that I don't find anything that I wrote of significance on the back of the photos. And it doesn't seem like there is. And I'm more than happy, and of course these are my photos, I'm more than happy to delete these and chuck them. See how fast that moves along once it clicks? So what happens to each pile now? Your A photos are the keepers, the ones you're going to want to digitize. On your index card, make sure to have the date and the event. Once your photos are in time order, you can group them however your family thinks. It could be by trip, by milestone, or by decade. But the timeline is the foundation everything else sits on. Your B photos, you're going to store safely and come back to them when you're ready. Your C photos, if they're duplicates, again, you can give them to family members. But if they're scenery shots or blurry, you have my permission to chuck them. And of course, the S photos, write down the story and then move them into the A pile. Here are 3 things to keep you sane during this project. Work with one small stack of photo at a time. Set a timer and stop before decision fatigue sets in. And remember that the B category is always there whenever a photo is slowing you down. This is probably not a 1 weekend project, and it doesn't need to be. Even one sorted stack is real progress. For more step-by-step help organizing, protecting, and enjoying your photos, subscribe to the Photo Manager's YouTube channel. For your next step, grab just 20 printed photos and sort them into A, B, and C. And remember to ask the S question before you let anything go. You do not have to organize everything today. You just have to start. Once you've chosen the photos worth preserving, watch one of the other videos on this channel to learn how to scan and protect them.